All right. It says we're live. Are we live? Can you hear me? Hey, V, you made it. Mrs. Barnabas, Maggie, Cat Mom, and Watercolor. Oh, I read that all way too fast. Very wet southwest France. Yeah, we have inches of snow outside. I'll have to see if I can show you. I probably can switch this camera to the back camera. I wonder if that's possible. Let me look. Grab my mouse. Oops, yep, looked the wrong time zone. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's not going to let me switch to the back camera, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. We just have snow out there, a lot of it. Oh, day one was great. Nice. Hi, Nicole. So did you do any of your activities or are you still waiting to do them? All right. Just want to make sure you can hear me okay. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. Not yet. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of painting to do today to put up more of the videos, so I'm kind of excited to get to that too. But the reason I'm doing this live stream is because I have so much stuff kind of just scattered about, and I kind of feel like the title said, I'm drowning in these art supplies. But the worst part is I feel very unorganized about what I have. And I feel like I'm going to miss something important. Like when I'm putting my Da Vinci palette together, for example, I missed a few colors because they were in the drawer. So I want to get everything out that I have, and I've picked up several new things, get them all organized, write it down, and then we'll have also a list of really great ideas coming up on the channel. So a lot of this stuff is stuff that you guys haven't seen. Some is stuff you've seen, but we'll be able to have a really fun list of upcoming videos. So I'm excited to share all of that with you. You're drowning in paints too, and you love it. I love it too. I'm thrilled about it, actually. So the drowning in art supplies is more, I'm drowning in disorganization. Wow, I said that strangely, but I'm drowning in disorganization and I can't handle it. So I need to get organized. Hello from Florida. Good morning, Pink Flamingo. Shannon, hi. Gina. Okay, so I just put this painting here as something for you guys to look at on the desk. I'm going to see if I can change the layout a little bit so that the desk is bigger and my face is smaller. How do I switch those? There we go. That was easy. So glad you're doing this. Maybe I can undrown you. Hi, Barbara. Good morning. I'm glad you could make it. So this is a painting I just finished, and I tried to get this tutorial up on Patreon last night, but it is still uploading this morning. Still, it's at 74%. So I guess my internet with the snow or something was not very happy. It's going slowly. So anyway, if you want to paint that, it'll be up on my Patreon eventually. It was supposed to be November's tutorial, but now that it uploaded into December, we'll have 2 in December, I guess. All right, let's get started because there are so many art supplies and I have a lot to do today, and I'm really excited to see everything we have here also. So we'll just get right into it. Let me put this painting aside. I have a couple of other paintings that I have finished that I want to show you guys too real quick because they're in this pile here. And I don't know if I've shown you any of these or not, probably. So this one, the first one I showed you is one we did in our CMC college class. And then I usually put all these up as tutorials for my Patreons as well. Oh, you just finished up day 1 on the Advent. Nice. How fun. I'm so excited for those of you that got I keep calling it Advent calendar, even though I switched the name over to watercolor gift box because the box is not religious or holiday themed. So I probably shouldn't have called it an Advent calendar. Hi, Kathy. And it's okay, but I keep calling it that because it's just how I think of it. So anyway, this is Maroon Bells. So I need to put these paintings away, but I don't have a portfolio box this big. This is 12 by 16. Oh, well, that's okay. And this is Hanging Lake. And I did that one on my channel, I'm pretty sure. This is the Redstone Castle. I started this or were we working on this in a live stream? I can't quite remember, but I finally finished this one. I have another one of these I have to finish because I like to do it for myself and then take it to class and do another one with them so that I have some experience doing the painting first. But anyway, so I have another one of these unfinished. So that's just some paintings. Now, all these art supplies, they're everywhere. I'm standing up here, so that's why everything looks weird for my face part. But anyway, standing up because, yeah. Let's see. I'm kind of overwhelmed where to start here. Let's start here. So this you have seen. These are the Da Vinci dot cards, and they're awesome. Kaylee, thank you. So these are awesome. Yeah, I love these, and I want to do my dot card painting series with these. So I just need to put them on the list. Like dot card paintings is on my list of things to do on the channel anyway, because not only are they fun videos out there in the YouTube community, I get a lot of positive comments on those videos, let me put it that way, but they're really fun for me to do too. So we have these dot cards, and then I think there's another dot card right here. This was sent to me by a friend here, and it's the Sketching Stuff dot card. That's Charlie O. Shields. And you can see the fun colors in this one. Look at that. That is so fun. Let me see if there's a way to make this even bigger over here. It's like cutting off the whole right side, isn't it? Maybe that's good. Maybe you guys have the chat over on the right side, and I'll leave it like that. Okay, so anyway, I have dot cards here. I also have this entire bin of dot cards that we need to do. Most of these are from Autocano. Some are ones that were sent to me by you, V. The Witchitron watercolors that I'm so excited to get into and try out. I've just been busy. You used up your Daniel Smith dot cards for the most part. That's awesome. I'm going to go off screen a second again here. And of course, my nose is running because I don't know why. Because I'm on live, probably. All right. So dot cards. And then I have a package that was generously sent to me that I never opened online or with you guys, but I want to show it to you guys. Sorry about all the crinkling. That's probably quite loud. Anyway, I sent her these Tombow markers because she was supposed to have received the Arteza ones, but the Arteza ones accidentally ended up going in a giveaway bin, and someone took them away, and yeah, you thought they looked familiar. Yep. So anyway, I sent her these, but she had most of these, so she kept the few colors she didn't have and sent the rest back, which was really nice. She didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it because I think it would be fun to try these Tombows out. So Tombow markers and more of those. And then she also sent me this Edger punch back. Well, not back. She sent this to me. It was from her. I never gave this to her to start with. So this could be really fun to try eventually. And then this cute little, I think this was from her. I don't know. I found this on the ground, and I wish I had filmed everything when I first opened it because I sometimes forget, like it's a year probably that she sent this stuff to me. This could be from someone else. Yeah, March of 23. So, oh, thank you, V. Thumbs up. Aw. Anyway, it's so cute. Like this little paper craft box. I'm pretty sure it is from her because she does paper crafts. And it has these cute little things in it. So a bottle cap that she made that is a magnet with a little picture in it that looks hand painted, or at least hand stamped and then painted. So cute. Sorry, that was a little off screen. I'm not paying attention. And then these cute little charms and a little pin. It's very stuck in there. Anyway, this is adorable. I love it. And it's been in this envelope until I just dropped it, getting it back out of the closet. So, and then she sent me more of this. This was stuff she just didn't think she would use much of, I think. Odds and Ends Fun Pack. Look at this cute little jar in there. Can you guys see that little tiny jar of, it looks like beads? It is so cute. So this is something that reminds me of Becky Tregear for sure, because she does the paper crafts a lot. I used to be a scrapbooker, but I decided it wasn't really for me. I still would go with my grandma a couple of times, but not anymore, sadly. Okay, so we'll make a marker section. Slept in a bit, having not advent calendar open it yet. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the advent calendar. I hope you love it. All right, next thing. Oh, let's see. We'll move this. So this is paper crafts. We'll make a section for paper crafts over here. I know you can't see that off screen. She also sent me this Copic sketch marker in a pale pink. That's a beautiful color. Let's see what that looks like. That's very pale pink. I did that on ivory paper, so let me see if I can find white paper to show you guys what that looks like. Okay. Yeah, that is very pale pink. It would probably be great. I don't have a lot of pastels. It doesn't like the copy paper very much, but that's okay. So I'll put this in with the markers. And next thing is, this was in there, and I think this is the swatch sheet to my Da Vinci palette. Like, I was cutting it apart to try and figure out what order I wanted things in. And then I started swatching maybe for the swatch sheet, but then I changed things up, and then it's good. Then I found other Da Vinci paints. Oh, just a mess. So I think this can be trashed, except since these are already swatched out, I think I might use them again. So I'm going to keep this, actually. My Da Vinci palette's in the drawer over here, so let me go grab that. It's going to put me off screen. Hang on. The drawer is part of the thing we have to go through today. There's so many art supplies in the drawer. It's crazy. See the note here that I have? I lost my swatch sheet behind the drawer. So I made my swatch sheet for this current setup, except I've been pulling things out and playing with them for reasons that I can't tell you yet. But anyway, good thing I wrote it down, the order, because I don't know how to get that drawer out. And today, when I get that drawer empty, which is great, that is going to be empty today, then I can actually work on pulling that drawer out or trying to reach behind and getting my swatch sheet. Not that I need it necessarily, because I think there are more colors I have to put in here that I found in this palette maybe. So we'll see. Okay, so paints are a section. That needs to go here. So here are some paints. This is that homemade palette. I have featured this on my channel a lot. Not a lot, but several times. And there are Daniel Smith paints in here. And then we have Van Gogh paints. I just wanted to make sure that I got all the Da Vinci ones out of here. No, see, this is Da Vinci. Ultramarine Blue Violet. That's Da Vinci. That one's probably Da Vinci. So these three are probably Da Vinci. So I just need to make sure that I don't have them in here already. Ultramarine Blue Violet. I don't see in there. So anyway, yeah, I have to do that sorting. I have to figure out what I have, what I don't have, and get them all together. I like to have all of one brand together, and then if I have duplicates, my plan is to put them in a mixed palette, which is going to be really fun. So we'll get all these paints together, and then I have, oh, so also in here are soliloquy paints, Poems About You paints, Van Gogh, a couple of Daniel Smith. Like, this is the Daniel Smith Quinacridone Coral. I love this color. It's so pretty. Okay. Are you guys still there? Okay, there are. I couldn't, like the screen kind of went away and I was like, oh no, I lost everyone, but it looks like you're still here. Okay, great. So this palette also has paint in it. Oh, here, I should put this with the Da Vinci. Okay, so this, I have to make sure I take into account when I am putting palettes together. So look at this. I have a White Nights English section, Paraline Violet. So we'll have to get the White Nights palette out eventually and see if I have that. Rose of Ultramarine and Daniel Smith. So this was sent to me. Alizarin Crimson and Winsor Newton Cotman. The Mummy Bauxite. That will be fun. So I can add that to my Daniel Smith palette. My Daniel Smith palette, I think I have it right here. And it's on its side, so I hope it didn't crash everything out. So here's my Daniel Smith palette because I painted the Redstone Castle with the Daniel Smith palette because I wanted this green color, which I think is like the Fuchsite Genuine or something like that. So I specifically chose this palette. Anyway, because this palette had some Holbein and Schmincke colors in it, you can see there are some gaps here. So I do have room in this palette to add in some colors. So Mummy Bauxite would probably be over here if I had it. And I do not have it, so this will be one that I can add in there. That'll be great. Rose of Ultramarine. Do you guys see that in here? I don't see that either. I'll double check, of course, before I actually pour these into more half pans. Although if I do, then I could put them in a mixed palette too if I accidentally end up with duplicates. So right here, 2 new colors I can put in here because I have gaps for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more Daniel Smith colors. So that's fun. And I keep these towels in here to take up the extra space so that I can actually put this on its side. Isn't it a beauty? Yes, it's a beauty to look at. I know, it's so awesome. It makes me happy. Looking at half pans, period, makes me happy. So in here, we have some Cotman paints. See, here's another Da Vinci, Violet Iron Oxide. I think I left this one in here because I have Violet Iron Oxide in the palette already, so I could use this in a mixed palette. Another Da Vinci, Hansa Yellow Light, which I'm pretty sure is in here. Yeah, it is. So that's probably why I left those over here. Some Cotman, some Lucas paints. So I've never had the opportunity. Wow, my face is very off screen. Sorry about that. I've never had the opportunity to try Lucas paints. So I am excited to actually try those. We need to put those on the list of things to try. What's this one? Okay, this is that DIY green I made with the Schmincke Super Granulating paints. I have Ingram's white gouache here, which I was going to add to a palette. This is something I made. I have a Blick paint, PG18, and Ingram's Burnt Sienna. So I don't have Burnt Sienna in my Ingram palette, so I need to put this in there. So see, this is the stuff that I know I have, and I'm putting these palettes together. I'm like, I need to get all my watercolors in one place. Hi, Etta, you made it. So Susie says, I would like your help with changes at your local Michael's. They've added an extra Daler-Rowney-like aquafine tube watercolors. Interesting. Do you know what paints those are? You must have written on your pans. Yeah, thank goodness they're written on. So the ones I made myself are written on, and these ones that were sent to me, she wrote on them, thank goodness for me, which is so awesome. So thank goodness, or we'd be in trouble. So these watercolors all need to stay together. And I probably need to make some notes, but I'll do that off screen. And then, so does anyone know about the Daler-Rowney tube watercolors? I saw someone use them on YouTube, but they were not. Oh, Sarah Burns. But were they watercolors or were they gouache? It was a recent video that Sarah Burns put out. She was talking about the Daler-Rowney, but it might have been the paper. See, I just didn't pay good enough attention. I don't know anything about Daler-Rowney tubes, so hopefully someone in the comments can help you out there. All right. Next thing, Kathy asked how my cats are doing. They're great. put the tree up last night. Well, I had my husband and son put the tree up, and they're like putting the first post in because it's a fake tree, and the cat's already up in the tree. We're like, seriously? So I took a picture and put it on Facebook, and then I went downstairs to check on the video upload, came back upstairs, and another cat was in the tree. Like they're sitting on the skirt part of it. Silly. Do people not write names on pans? You write on all your pans too. Yeah, I always write on them. So Dally is, how do you say that? Dally Rowney or Daily Rowney? You're writing Daily Rowney. Wow, I cannot talk, but I always thought it was Dollar Rowney. So made in England. Okay, so they're probably more accessible over there. Anyway, these I just bought for a project coming up next year. So these are just empty half pans, and they come with magnets. So I just need to put these away in my inventory. So I'm actually just going to toss these over by the closet because they'll go in my closet over there. Luckily, don't have to do anything with these for a while, but I will be using them. Oh, the cat just went and chased those. Like a dog chasing a ball. That was so funny. Oh, you might have misspelled. Okay, just checking it. Make sure we were talking about the same paints. Cool, cool. All right, next thing. Hopefully someone will be able to tell you about them. This is something that we were all really excited about when it was sent to me. It's beautiful. Very fancy. This is the Quack Plume palette. And in here, of course, I just threw all those half pans over there, and now I need some half pans. I put half pans somewhere. Oh, shoot. Let me see if I have half pans in here still. I've been using them. You only have one pack left. Yeah, I just bought them because they were about, so I normally pay like $15.99 for a pack of those, and I think they were $11 something on Black Friday. So anyway, this Quack Plume palette is so cool. It fits half pans. These are the, what do you call these? These are the Da Vinci half pans. They're made a little differently than normal half pans. So let's get like a normal Meeden half pan, and they should go in there. Yeah. See, so they are made to fit regular half pans in here. And I don't have very many normal ones left because I actually have them in a different box for something that if you bought my watercolor gift box, you'll know what that's for after you watch day 2. Just empty half pans. Yeah, I don't have any more in here, but you can see that this Quack Plume palette fits half pans. So we need to set this up with some kind of paint and try it out. It has this mixing space right here. WA Castle, hello. We hope we all are doing well. I'm doing great. I hope everyone else is. Okay, it is Dollar. Okay, good. Got it off your tubes. Nice. And it came with this cool little brush, which poofs out. I assume it's, I don't know. I was going to say I assume it's natural hair, but it could be a mix anyway. You can pull this back up from the bottom so you don't hurt your bristles. So yeah, we have to set this up with something. So I need an empty palette section because guess what? I have a bunch of them. You're going to be so excited to see them. Hi, Janina. Did you post a video for day 1? I didn't post a public video for day 1. No, I only have the Advent release, but you can go watch the day 1 video. If you go to alkalicreekart.com/2023 here, I'll just type it in the comments. Actually, let me pull it up on the internet so I make sure I get it right. And then all you have to do then is change the day number at the end, and you can see all of them. Okay. There you go. Probably should have kept that private, but it doesn't really matter. They're fun videos, and you can see what you missed out if you didn't get the box. And you can still get the box. I have a few left. And they're, like I said, not holiday themed, not religious themed either. So you could do it, enjoy it any time of the year. And actually, you know what I was thinking? The way I set the box up, you could do 1 envelope a month and make it last the whole year because there's several activities for each day. And I could see spreading that out, like one activity a week for the month. I don't know. It could be really fun. Okay. I ended up getting these books. I actually got 3 because it was buy 2, get 1 free. So I did that. And I thought I could send these as a gift to someone because book lovers, and Jean Haynes is just an amazing artist. I did show this book in my gift guide video that I put out here. So you did get the box. Awesome. Okay. Sometimes, yeah, I don't relate your YouTube names over to your real names. So sorry about that. But makes sense. So anyway, I have 2 of these books. So I need to put these in the gift area or the giveaway area, which I have in the top drawer over here. So let me do that real quick. That way that can just be done. Okay, perfect. And then watercolors. I have these watercolor confections palettes and this superior watercolor. So this is the fan palette. I've had this forever. And I have never used it. Like, we're supposed to review it on the channel, and as far as I know, it has never ever been used. Yeah, nothing has been touched. So now that I know these are the same as the Viviva ones, we at least know what they're like, but it would still be fun to use that. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Tubes are cobalt green deep neutral tint, dragon's blood, green gold, Van Dyke brown, and manganese violet. Oh, wow. Those are great colors. Those would be some of my favorites for sure. Very cool. Okay, so this is the Prima Marketing Watercolor Confections. I think this is called something different these days. Do you guys know what it's called these days? I think they have a different name. But anyway, Kimberly Crick sent these to me probably in 2022. And probably near the beginning of 2022. Completely unopened. We need to open them, try them out, review them, see what we think. So I have all of these to get to. This is the classics, Decadent Pies, and the tropicals. There is one more palette I don't have, but I can't remember what it's called. So we need to put this in like the finished watercolors have to review pile. You make your own small palettes with the tins you get in bulk on Amazon. Yeah, I love making my own stuff. Okay, we'll go back to empty palettes here for a minute. This one was sent to me. I did show this to you when I received it in my Happy Mail. And it was a little tough to open. But this is beautiful. It's extremely heavy duty. And it has the more, what do you call it? Geometric mixing space. And this is nice and flat. However, you have to use half pans in here because that's the way the dividers are, unless you took out this entire section right here, which you can do. You can see that it does come out. I think that side is actually still glued or riveted because it's not happy about coming out. So anyway, you are supposed to use half pans in here. Kind of bent that. And then I think this actually goes, so it's stored in there like that, but it actually flips over and pushes in like that to keep the half pans tight in there. So the reason I haven't put this together yet is because I don't have a lot of extra half pans already poured, and I would want this to be a very special palette because it is so fancy. So if I really got serious about using this, I probably would take this out and set this up with some full pans instead, even though it's really well done. It's really well put together. 4 half pans, and it has the space for the brush. I would probably, I want full pans in it. Is that bad? So empty palette we have to set up. I'll get more of the empty palettes out here that we need to look at. We have this box. There's 2 boxes here. I don't know if I didn't realize that these came 4 each, or if I thought I was so excited about finding these that I thought I could do a giveaway on my channel. I think that's maybe what I was doing. So Without switching them, I can't tell what their fillers are like. Windsor Newton used to be when their paints were made in England. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I won't hold you in suspense any longer. Let's open this box, because these are the coolest things ever. So it comes 4 palettes to a box, and the palettes are already white, which was impossible to find when I was looking for white palettes, but somehow I found these, and they're white inside as well. And they come with full pans and half pans. Not enough to set up all 4 of these palettes, but still, how cool, right? Hi, Natalie. So these are really great. So we need to figure out how many full pans fit in one of these, how many half pans, or a combination of full pans and half pans. And we have really cool little palettes. They're slim and compact. However, they're still going to hold a lot of paint. So I love these. You buy the white palettes? Oh, cool. Yeah. I was thinking of setting up, I've seen people now on YouTube setting up seasonal palettes, and I thought that maybe that could be fun. It was never something that appealed to me in the past, but for some reason it's appealing to me now. So I'm thinking about doing that. You want those white ones? How can you get those? Good question, Gina. What I will do right now is go to my Amazon, because I found them on Amazon, and I will put a link down there. So let me go to my order history here and find them, because that will just be the easiest thing. Got them not too long ago, so they shouldn't be too hard to find. Delivered. Here we are. Okay. Let me grab that link. How much are they too? They are $13.19 today for the 4-pack with the pans. Oh, and the picture they have here, they have 6 full pans with 9 half pans on the side. Let me get a way to send that link to you guys. Hang on. Copy that. And I'll paste it in the comments here. Are the palettes magnetic? They're metal. So yes, I assume the answer is yes. Okay, I put the link there. And yeah, they're awesome. So when I set these up, I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep 8 for myself. If I do themed palettes, maybe I would want 8 of them. But anyway, I was thinking I could give away some of them. At least 2 of them, maybe. But not yet. I'm not ready for a giveaway for that. You put a small rare earth magnet inside your pans before you fill it. So you put the magnet inside the pan, just so I'm getting this right, and then put the paint on top of it so that you don't have a magnet underneath the pan. Is that correct? Am I understanding that correctly? Okay, so empty palettes. That goes in the empty palette box. Guess what? I have more empty palettes. I have to find them. I think this is empty palettes. Yes. Okay, we can put that over there. So this is one, I've been looking for this ever since my trip to Mexico, where she gave these to us, because it only has the fill pans on one side here. Most of them have it on both sides, and I don't really like that. The flat magnets always end up falling off over time. That's a really good idea, Natalie. It would have to be a really strong magnet, though, so a small rare earth magnet. I'll have to look for that. Okay, anyway, I like this. These little wells are pretty small, but I already got rid of the half. Here's a half pan. You can see that they probably, because they're narrow or something, they probably fit about the same amount of paint as a half pan if you leveled them off over the top. So, and that's kind of good to know right here too, that you can put a half pan in here. So if you wanted to have the ability to switch these around, you could just put half pans in there. And do they still shut? Nope, not with that half pan. Never mind. But this is a pretty thick half pan too. I wonder if a more regular half pan would let it shut. Let me see if I have a regular. Here's a regular half pan. Let's see if it would shut with a regular. Yeah. So if you're not using the Da Vinci half pan, then this would still shut. It's just that Da Vinci half pan is so thick, which is very interesting. So I have one of these. I just have my Imgram paint in one like this. I really like it, and they're impossible to find. So when I found this, I was like, okay, I'm going to use that. Perfect for the Magella gouache. You're right. Did anyone buy from Da Vinci's website on Black Friday? You ordered a bunch of stuff and haven't received tracking info yet. I think they had their special earlier than Black Friday, because I did. I ordered some stuff, and I'm going to show it to you today. Two of the things I ordered were out of stock, though, but they did send me shipping info for them. In fact, I think they're supposed to be here today. Sorry, that's crinkly. I know that's probably loud. So empty palette pile. And then I don't know why I got this one. I think when it came here, it's way bigger than I thought. I don't know. I may return it. It's just so big. I don't use huge palettes like this. But I kind of was fascinated by the way that it opened like that. And it looked smaller. Oh, thank you, Barbara. That's so sweet. No one's ever done that, I don't think, for me before. Aw. You caved and bought some Da Vinci paints. Oh, exciting. Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know. This palette is kind of cool. These wells are about twice as deep as the palette that I just showed you. And this goes over the top. So it's kind of a lid for the palette space, which is really cool too. So that's kind of neat. Hey, Beth. So maybe I will keep it. I don't know. Brushes could go here. You just have to find a way. What I was thinking of for putting brushes in here is using the 3M command strips with the Velcro, like I do in my core palette, because then I could Velcro the brushes here and they wouldn't slide around and hurt the tips. It would protect the tips of the brushes. Anyway, do you guys remember? Because this might be good for the Magella gouache too. Did I ever set up an actual Magella gouache palette? Seems like I did. I think I put them in. I don't know. I'll have to go look at that video. So maybe I will keep this just because it's interesting. And apparently I'm a paint collector, so I may need it someday. Maybe I'll use it for the Da Vinci stuff I bought. Ha ha ha. Okay, that was loud and crinkly. Sorry. Quick drink of hot drink. That didn't make sense, but you know what I mean. Okay, next thing. More empty palettes. Do I have more empty palettes? Yes, I do. I have this one. Okay. So when V featured this on her channel, I had to have it, but I wasn't going to order just it. So I waited until I found something else that I wanted and ordered. So this is the Jackson Slim palette. Okay, and it did come with that insert, which I think I probably threw away, for the full pans. And what I have in here, because I was playing with how much this would fit, I have 32 full pans in here. Isn't that amazing? 32. So hard to get 2 of these great things in Australia. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Da Vinci's hard to get there for postage reasons. Yeah, I sent 4 or 5 boxes, the watercolor gift boxes, to Australia. It was $35 and some change in shipping just to send them over there. So, and they're small boxes. Well, not small. They're 12 by 9 by 3, you know. That palette looks so pretty. Yeah, I love the slimness of it. And it didn't take me too long to figure out how to fit the 32 pans in here. It took a little bit, but the reason I'm so excited that it fits 32 pans is because I have new paint for it. Let me get it. So bad. Okay, my buying freeze. I was on a 1-year no buy, and then I made an accidental purchase because PayPal, anyway, there's a whole story. Well, once I made that purchase, I'm like, that was kind of fun to buy new paint. So then like a month later, I bought more paint and then more paint and more paint. After 40 art, listening while cooking dinner. Nice. Anyway, so this fits 32. And I bought this finally. Shinhan PWC, 32 colors. And I'm just so excited. I had no idea that this palette would actually fit 32 full pans. I mean, V did a whole bunch of configurations on it and all of that, but I'd have to go watch the video again to remember, right? So anyway, look at this. It's so pretty. So I got these when they were super on sale at Jackson's and added the palette in, and I already had the full pans. So we are going to have to set this up. So that's definitely something coming up. So keep your eye out for that. So yeah, new paints, new palette. Now I think I will keep this empty palette with these paints because they're supposed to be used together. I won't put it with the other empty palettes. And I have more new paints because I can't help myself. Oh, Shinhan is lovely. You've been enjoying their paints. That's good to hear because I have no idea. I shared this with my Patreons, but I kept seeing Winterwood Studio. She kept saying how she just emailed Shinhan asking if they have some samples, and they sent her like their whole range. So I found their contact information. I emailed them asking just for just little samples if they had anything that I could share on my channel and try out before buying a big set, and never got a reply. So I don't know how she was so lucky, but I just went ahead and bought them anyway. Couldn't do a no buy. You don't buy extra things. You use your budget for art supplies. Oh, that's great. Beth, you're going to hate me. You have me wondering now, Beth. All right, let me go grab more new paints. So, was anyone else tempted when Amazon or the Frugal Crafter, when Lindsay put that community post up about how cheap Rembrandt paints were on Amazon that day? Yeah. Laura, swatch today. No, I can't swatch today because there is still buckets of stuff left to show you guys. So unfortunately, we're just making a list, and I'm going to go through this list on all the videos on my channel coming out after this one. We're just going to start down the list and show all these things very specifically in upcoming episodes, if you want to call it that. Yeah. So sorry. I know I would love to swatch, but I can't today. Anyway, so I got these when Lindsay put that post out that 48 hand set of Rembrandt watercolors were the cheapest she's ever seen it. And I got them. And here they are. So I have the Rembrandt 12 set, and then I have a bunch of extra Rembrandt paints that were sent to me that I added into my 12 set, which I absolutely love. So did I need these? No, I didn't need these, but I wanted them, so I got them. So yeah, that'll take a long time to swatch and make a swatch sheet for and play with, and I'm looking forward to every minute of it. Won't stop you from buying on occasion, yes. Ooh, cat orange whistling. You bought the same Rembrandt set. Yeah, and she's a bad influence. I know. She's like in her post, move on if you don't want to be tempted. I always open the post. I'm like, what is there? You're not on Amazon. That's good. That's very good. Well, then Jackson's, for their Black Friday sale, they had this same set. I think it was even $1 or $2 cheaper than the Amazon sale. So only $1 or $2. So it wasn't a big deal, but I can't wait. I love Rembrandt paint. It's been a joy every time I've used it. So this is exciting. All right, where did I put paint? I don't think I have paint yet. Okay, I have more new paint, you guys. I'm so bad. Hang on, let me get it. I have to find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oops, I dropped something out of it. Hang on, let me grab that. This lovely box came. Oh, this was the accidental purchase that started the whole roller coaster of purchases. Yeah, hi, Blue. Yeah, they're pretty. You're hooked on buying handmade watercolors on Etsy, though. Yeah, I know. I love watching your videos because you show such pretty things. So, accidental purchase. I don't remember if I shared this on my main channel. I don't think so. I kind of mentioned it, but what happened was I was online trying to buy another advent calendar to compare to mine, but it was from France. But I thought that's okay. They probably will ship to United States, you know, for $15-20 shipping. And so I went through the checkout process just to see if they would ship and what the shipping cost would be. And it brought me to PayPal, and PayPal said, you'll be able to review your order after this, and it'll take you back to the main site. I was like, oh, sweet, because then I'll see the total, right? Well, or like if anything changed or whatever. So on the advent calendar, it said, sorry, we don't ship to the United States, but I had to go through that whole checkout process. So I'm like, okay, no advent calendar from France for me. So when I did it with this process, PayPal said that it was going to take me back and I'd have a chance to review my order. Well, no, it placed the order. It placed the order. I was like, oh my gosh, oh no. And I could have called and canceled or emailed and canceled the order, but I did get the 35% off because is it Lily Moon Art, I think, that had that special. And I was like, well, that was an accidental purchase, but I got 35% off. So I think I'll keep them. Is that bad? Anyway, I thought it was really funny. So I didn't mean to buy these, but I'm not sad that I have them. So she gave this extra sample here that I can't read. Aruncio Ercolurio. I don't know what that says. And then this little thing. All right, this is kind of neat. It's a little ceramic or clay place you can put paint in, I assume. But maybe that's what this paint is for, to go in there. So that was a free sample. Your internet isn't good. You're about 7 minutes later than the stream. Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah, I love her channel. It's just calm and peaceful. So anyway, we have the 48 set of Essie watercolors here. It looks like we have some homemade paper. That's delightful. And let's see what they look like. Oh my gosh. They're so pretty. Oh, look how pretty they are. So pretty. So I cannot wait to swatch these out and paint with them and have fun with them. So here's the list of the paints that came in it. And this side. And there's more, so there must be some on this side. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So that was a big oops that I'm not sad at all about. Okay, so this needs to go with new paint. That goes over there. I don't think there's anything else in here. Oh, yep. It came with a little swatch sheet. This may be watercolor paper, but it's very thin, so I'll probably make my own, but I'll put this with it. I don't know what I was trying to say there. So anyway, this is Christmas before Christmas morning. I know I debated if I should do this video. I'm like, I should wait for a Christmas haul. I'm like, no, there's way too much stuff, and I need to get this off my desk and put away. So I need to make that list I was talking about in the beginning of the video because it's just too much. I can't handle all this stuff out. What am I? You're drooling over all these beautiful paints. I know, this is so much fun. All right. Speaking of more paints, I think I have more. Yes, I do. One more. Hang on. To find them. Okay. Oh, my masking fluid eraser was stuck to the box. So this was sent to me by Meeden to review, and I was probably supposed to do it a long time ago. Oops, but I didn't yet. So they also sent me this beautiful pink palette, and I poured the tube paint into this palette and let it dry. So it's been drying a long time now because I was probably supposed to do this a couple months ago. But you can see what they look like here. And I told them that I didn't really want to review the paint set themselves because I don't know, I like to use different paint. But they're like, we really do feel like it would be great for beginners. So I love that they stood behind that. And I'm like, okay, well, in that case, I'll try it out and see what I think. So I filled these pans completely full, and they dried down to about, 2/3 of the way. So I may refill them again so they're completely full eventually. So I have to try these out. So they're not like professional watercolor paints, and they don't even claim to be, but they could be fun to use. Okay, hang on. Just have to grab some water. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. All right, what else do we have? Oh, too much stuff. All right, so this thing here I got, this is linen canvas stuff. Here we are. Primed inkjet canvas sheet pack. You got the set of meet-ins, came with lots of good things. You're true. That's true. So anyway, this is 100% cotton woven canvas that is gessoed on one side, but you can send it through your inkjet printer. So I thought it might be fun to make some, I don't know, coloring sheets for acrylics or something like that. I don't know. The fact that you could send canvas through your printer intrigued me. So I bought this. I'm going to try it eventually. I don't know where to put this. Not a space. We'll put it right here. We'll put a section for paper. In fact, this homemade paper from Essie should probably go there too. Okay. In the set, you're interested in the set that comes with the brushes and paper. Yeah, that did. So let me grab that. Here's the paper. And here's the brushes. So they sent this as well. So I already know I love the paper because I used it once or twice already. So the paper is awesome. Brushes, you can see, are not opened. So I have to do this review from Meet-In for them. So where did I get, I saw a question about where did I get something. The canvas sheets. I'm pretty sure that was Amazon. Let me go look and I can send that link over to you as well. The printed canvas sheets. I know, they look so fun. You can print your line art right on it. I mean, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, it's right here on Amazon. $20 for 20 sheets. You can get less sheets than that too. Let me send that link over into the comments. Okay. So you just got 6 linen canvases for $20. You're going to try oils on them. Yes, nice. You like their paper too. Meet-In set is awesome. Good to hear. Very good to hear. I like hearing that. Okay, more things over here. I have more paper. More paper. This is the Grabby watercolor pad. This was on sale one day for like $6 or something not that long ago. So I picked it up. I don't know. Apparently I didn't look at the dimensions because when it came, I was like, that's really small. That's teeny tiny. But it's okay. It's 100% cotton and we need to try it out. See what we think. So I'll put this in the paper. You've all blown the no vows. You think we've all blown them? Yeah, I think you're right. So before I move on from paper, let me get more paper. I have this. It's kind of dusty. Hi, Dina. This is that paper that you guys saw in a previous Happy Mail video, the stone paper sketch pad. So this is going to be interesting to try as well. So I still have that to try. And then I do have some more paper in a different drawer over here. It's going to take me off screen again. I'll be right back. I have this. I wonder if I could take this whole drawer out. Let me see if I can. It would be much easier to just take this drawer out and bring over there. Yes. Haha. I'm coming with the whole drawer. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, that's funny. I just bought one of those to send to Riley's girlfriend, and I had one in her. Well, I think I knew I had this in here. I think I wanted to keep it for myself because I have never tried Strathmore's Visual Journal cotton paper. Your hair is super cute like that. Oh, thank you. It's that old style banana clips. I love them. The banana clips, they're so fun. You switched to a low buy back in September. That's so funny. Yeah. I switched to I bought anything I wanted in November. Not quite. There are things I have resisted. Anyway, what is this drawer? You might be wondering. Well, I opened all of my subscription boxes before I opened all the ones from my grandma's house that I showed you in that huge video where I had like 38 boxes. I had my own boxes and I opened them all. I cannot find that video footage. And I meant to look on some of my old, backup hard drives to see if I could find it and actually do this video again. Because I opened them all and then I told you on the video that I was going to do artwork using everything in here, with the exception of like the sketchbooks would have to be used kind of separately. Well, I don't know if I can find that footage, but so I have all this stuff and it's kind of just sitting over there, kind of stressing me out. So I thought I would just give up on that video. I have so many videos that are coming up on the channel. Like I could be on this channel probably for the next 10 years just with the ideas that I have right now. Never going to run out of ideas. So I could probably let this video go. Anyway, so I should probably just incorporate these. So I did show these sketchbooks in my sketchbooks, like all my sketchbooks video. I did show these, but I'll put these with the paper. I guess I'll empty this. It kind of hurts my feelers to let this video idea go, but I really need to get this incorporated into my studio and use them up. So I have golden fluid acrylics here in these colors. Again, this is all from art subscription boxes. So many alcohol inks. I do not need more. I'm going to have to find some way to use a lot of alcohol ink at some point because I have so much of it and I don't use it very often, even though I love it. Strathmore does a visual journal labeled mixed media that is 100% cotton. Okay, I have the mixed media one right here. 100% cotton. Oh my gosh, I have it. Yay. Well, I have heard the mixed media one's actually better than the watercolor one, so now I'm really excited to try it. Thank you for that information. Okay, let's see. Your visual journals are great. They don't say cotton. You got 4 when they were cheap. Yeah, $4. $4.15 for this one when I bought it for Riley's girlfriend. So anyway, but this one is cellulose. That I know for a fact. Actually, do I? Pretty sure. Okay, so anyway, alcohol inks. I have to put these in a pile. Actually, my alcohol inks are all right up there on the shelf. So let me just put those there. I got to go off screen a minute. Okay. Whoa, almost had a alcoholic avalanche. Empty bottle here that used to have terpenoid in it. Oh, it still has a tiny bit. Anyway, when this came, this had spilled out in the subscription box, so it was already nearly empty, but I could put this with, where is my oil? I have a little bin. Oh, it's right under here with this kind of stuff in it. Let me put that in there with those. Okay, that's done. This travel brush washer, I don't see myself ever using this, even though it's really cool. Like it'll expand really tall. It's just like when I'm using my gouache, I probably would use my bucket that came with that little travel gouache palette, not this one. This ironically came in an oil painting kit, but I would never put terpenoid in a plastic container this thin. So I thought that was interesting. Hi, Tisa or Tisa. How do you say your name? I don't want to say it wrong. Valerie, hello. Oh, I had a feeling this was going to be a long live stream, but didn't realize it was going to be this long. Sorry, guys. There's just so much stuff to go through. What would you guys do with this little bucket thing? I may just put it in the giveaway bin. For now, I will, but if you guys come up with a really cool idea, I know where to find it. I can pull it back out. Okay, praying. watercolors. So ironically, I have a ton of praying palettes like this, but they're all the glitter watercolors. And I've used them a lot in my Christmas card videos that have been popping up for you guys again recently, I noticed. So I don't have any of the regular praying watercolors other than that really, really old palette with like their original version of watercolors. Hang on, I'm gonna grab Kleenex again. Okay. So I'm kind of excited to have these. I'm gonna just put them with my watercolors. So we'll put them in that pile. And then this Van Gogh oil paint, I'll just put in with my oil paints. But I have to write all this down because we have to try some of this out on the channel together. I have oil and acrylic panel, UFO paper. I love UFO paper. We'll put that with the paper. I guess we'll put the canvas with the paper too and just put it away. A little one for oil and acrylics, watercolor postcards. So I have used these before. I think I used one of these in one of my Christmas card videos. I just laid them all out, taped them together, and made a bunch of things. Anyway, they're great for lighter washes of watercolor. Nothing too heavy, but they're fine. And then this is beautiful. Fabriano Black drawing paper. Now, I didn't say black accidentally twice. It actually says black twice on the cover. Yes, you can use the alcohol inks on the UFO paper. Exactly. What else? See, I got the cheap 24 set of this kind of palettes. You take out the paints and put your Mission Golden Shin Hand in them. This kind of palette. Which palette? Oh, like the praying? If so, that's a really good idea. Okay, so black drawing paper. That's great. That's so ironic. I didn't even remember this was in here, and I almost bought a 2-pack of black sketchbooks because I don't have black paper in a sketchbook at all. I'm glad I didn't. I resisted buying that because now I have this and I'll just use that even though it's not a sketchbook. It doesn't matter. Okay, Hanamule, 230 GSM natural white. Oh, oil. This is an oil block. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to have fun with that. And you could use acrylics on it too, or gouache or whatever you want. But yeah, it's made for oil, so I'm going to use it for oil. That's awesome. An alcohol ink art panel. How fun. Be curious how that acts. A nice long just panel board, 6x12. And Arches rough paper. How fun is this? It's so tiny. It's 14.8 centimeters by 21, so it's A5 size. 5.8 by 8.27. It's so tiny, but it's rough. I've only used the Arches rough like once or twice. Anyway, very exciting. Strathmore Bristol paper. That is a huge pack of Bristol paper. What would you guys use Bristol paper for? I'm thinking it's Bristol vellum, so colored pencils. Could try markers on it. That could be interesting. Oh, just a little palette. This reminds me a lot of the Caran d'Ache one, except this one doesn't have that rough side on it. Essentials paint palette. Yeah, I probably don't need this. I'm going to put this in the giveaway bin. You have those rough paper pads. It works great. Sweet. Markers, pastel. That's a good idea. Okay, what else? Oh, hey, I made a list one time of what was in here, apparently. Okay. Then we have all these stickers. I have such a good idea of what to do with stickers. Okay, so here's all of the stuff that came in all of those boxes. So I kept it all together. So if I needed to reference it, I could. Apparently Inktober was one of those boxes. So I'll go through this and pull out the stickers later, but I'll do that on my own time. I like keeping the stickers. What do we have for pencils and whatnot? Oh, I did not know this would take this long. But that's okay. That's okay. We have Faber-Castell Gold Faber, some kind of pencil here. And those are really pretty colors. So it looks like just those two, unless there's some more buried in there. That could be fun. What else? Cretacolor Mega Graphite 9B. That's a chunky boy. Looks like the camera's having a hard time focusing with this underneath it. Fan brush. I don't know. I gotta put a place for brushes. What are these silvery ones? Derwent Graphitent in Port and Autumn Brown. We have a brush, Royal Nickel Zin Round 4. Brushes. Stabilo Carbothello White or Gray. Is it white or light gray? Can't tell. It's white. Oh, it's very white. Look at that. That's very nice. Gold Faber are watercolor. Are they really? Well, that'll be fun. Awesome. Thank you for telling me. I would not have known. Stabilo 0.88. I actually love these just for regular writing. So I'm going to put this in my bin over here. I have a pencil jar. Derwent watercolor in Prussian blue. Prussian blue is one of my most favorite colors, even though it's not that light fast, supposedly, right? And a Prismacolor Colorase in blue. Those are fun. It's just a random selection of pencils, though. I may have to try and use them all together somehow. A big oil painting brush here. Zin, Royal, and Langnickel. This one is another oil painting brush. Royal Soft Grip. Okay. This is a metallic watercolor. Where do these go? Watercolors. There we are. This cute little koi watercolor set. I love this. I don't like the paints much because I'm getting kind of picky on what I like for paints, but I love the palette. So I was definitely going to keep the palette and see if I could just pull the paints out. It looks like this whole thing is a plastic that would probably come out. It's probably glued. Sorry, that was off screen. But I would see, I kind of like the two compartments and stuff. So I would probably just see if I could pull these pans out. I know they're glued in really well though. So I would say I would just use them up and then use the palette, but that apparently takes years according to my use it up challenge, because I am still trying to use up that Himimiya palette. It's crazy. So anyway, adorable little palette though. And koi's not bad. Koi's what I started with. It just now that I know more about watercolor and have used so many more watercolors, they are very chalky kind of at the end. Pencil sharpener, put that with pencils. Metallic Derwent pencils. And Prismacolor Premier set of 12. I don't need this. I have all of these colors, so I will put this probably in the giveaway bin. Yeah, for now. This is actually pretty old. Let me make sure it doesn't have that lilac that's out of stock. I can't tell because they're just pigment numbers. I'll have to look that up later, but it doesn't really matter. I don't use them enough to worry about keeping them. Royal Langnickel Essentials pastel pencils. I'm gonna do, oh, and look, and soft pastels over here. Big no thank you on this one. This is going straight in the giveaway bin. Stabilo 0.88 in colors. So again, these are great for those fine detail sketchbooks. So we'll put that with the markers, and I will use those in those. Princeton Real Value brushes. I'll just add these to my acrylic bin because I've been taking my acrylic brushes into class to have my students use them so they don't have to buy some. Another metallic watercolor and pigment liners, 1, 3, and 5. Boy, I have a huge selection of these. I may keep the 0.5. I don't know. I think I'm going to put these in the giveaway bin. I don't know. I should probably just actually add them to the CMC supplies. So I'll put them in the giveaway bin for now, but I can grab anything I need out of there for college. All right, Koh-i-Noor Polycolor 3800. Is that actually a color? I think so. Doesn't feel like much. You love koi watercolor. They were your first set. Yeah, my first set too. And a very fancy pencil sharpener, Koh-i-Noor again, with a fat and a skinny. So I keep that around. Does this have a fat and a skinny? It does. I probably don't need all of these. I have so many pencil sharpeners also in my pencil drawer over there. Probably don't need any of these. So this one's metal inside of there. So that's nice. And it is a comb. Very good. I wonder actually if Christy just didn't show this on her gift guide that I was trying to watch this morning. Something similar to this she was showing. And overflow of some kind of gold watercolor, it looks like. Not sure. Something I opened must have overflowed. We have Sketch and Wash. So these are water-soluble graphite. That's super fun. I definitely want those. General is just regular sketching pencils. I already have a set or two of these, so I'm going to put this in the giveaway bin. And there's already another set of those in the giveaway bin, ironically. Size 2 round brush by Da Vinci. That's very nice. Watercolor, it looks like. A whole set of Derwent Color Soft in the Skin Tones variety. Sweet. Oh, I just ripped the box. I just want to see what these look like. Okay. So we may have to try some kind of portrait. Scary in pencil. Oh boy. I put these with my pencils. And that goes with the brushes for now. And then Aqua Pen Graphics markers. So I have a bunch of these. These are fine liners. These are more like double-ended brush pen kind of things. Markers over there. And a spray bottle. I always use that. All right. One drawer empty. I have another drawer to go. Oh, and a box. Let me grab this box. Okay. Artwell sells metallics and 24 pan sets. Yes. That was on her Artsy Christie's gift list also. Let me grab a drink. Been talking a lot. Don't usually talk this much. Okay. I got the Artisto colored pencils. I don't know why. I don't even use the colored pencils I have now, but I like them. I like the idea of colored pencils a lot. I enjoy when I do use them. And these were like $12 after all the discounts for a set of 72. Okay, it probably wasn't $12, but let me look. It was not very much money. Oops, hit the wrong button. Because I got all those discounts when they were on sale. It seemed like a really good deal for 72 pencils. I have to flip through 2 pages of orders because of Christmas orders. Oh, here we are, $15.34. Yeah, for 72 colored pencils. So we'll have to play with these. I'll just put them with these pencils here. And then let me go ahead and take care of this box while it's here. This was sent to me by one of you. Hello. Anyway, this was a Scrawler box that she didn't feel that she would use. And it has the aqua pad. And I did show this in my Happy Mail video when I received it. Really nice looking watercolor paper, actually. Clairefontaine. 100% cellulose, but yet it feels and looks like cotton. Interesting. Gel pen. And then this fun thing. The Pastel Shades Derwent paint pan set. So we have to play with this at some point. So many things we need to get to. Cute little sticker too. So we'll put this on the list. And I got the Dorland's wax medium when I did my Da Vinci order because she got me to get them. They're coming today. Oh, the pencils. Oh, I know. And then she put out the video after the post. And she's like, these are just as good as Prismacolor. And so I was like, oh, I'm glad I bought them. Anyway, when I did the Da Vinci order, I added in the Dorland's wax medium so that I could use it on gouache colored pencil or whatever. So I finally got me some. It was a much smaller bottle than I expected, but I bet you it's going to last a long time. So that doesn't hurt my feelings at all. And then I have all these little boxes here. Let me toss this over. All right. This is the fun stuff. Oh, look at what I did. Look at what I did, you guys. I just got on a buying spree. But, you know, I had some Amazon affiliate credit, some Jackson's credit, some I just had to buy. Okay, look at all of this. I don't even use gouache that much because I love my watercolors, but 60% off, and I really wanted to try the Da Vinci gouache, and I really enjoy painting with gouache when I do, so yeah, I got this. Maybe I can use one of those empty palettes I showed you for it. Like maybe this one or the little one. Anyway, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 colors, and then I have 2 colors that were out of stock. I think it was 2 colors coming, and then this right here that I bought in an earlier haul a long time ago, big thing of white. You love your 15 mil tubes. Yeah. Yeah, these are huge. These are, I thought these were bigger than 15 mil. 37 mil. Yeah. Huge. So you do use more gouache than watercolor because you're basically using it straight from the tube every time. You're not diluting it so much like watercolor. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go through these eventually. I do have to probably go on another buying freeze though. But there's a couple of things I do want to buy. I kind of am going on a no buy, low buy for this whole next year because I don't need, hang on. I don't need any art supplies. But what I would like to do is kind of add into some of my already existing watercolor palettes with some specialized colors that I might enjoy. So I'll figure out what all I end up with after this Christmas and then kind of make a list. And maybe as things go on sale, maybe I'll pick up a Roman Schmal paint or 2 here and there or something like that. So that's all I'm going to do because I'll be 250 years old before I could probably use all of this stuff. But it does make me very happy to have it all. And I do use it, at least. I'm doing art every day in some way. So that does help. Anyway, lots of gouache. Yeah, we'll put that right there. Speaking of gouache, guess what? I have more. Pencils can hurt, yeah, with arthritis for sure. Oh, yeah, Kathy, oh, bye, Janina. Thank you for joining me. Okay, anyway, she got me on that savoir-faire gouache, but you just bought Turner. Options on what's better. I have used the savoir-faire gouache and it was fine, but I used it in a way that you're not really supposed to use gouache. I kind of used it in a more watercolory type effect. So I have it and I can try it again here eventually, but I couldn't really tell you. I just know that it's a very budget brand. And although Turner is probably supposed to be a budget brand as well, I have a feeling that Turner might be better, but I don't know. Can anyone else out there weigh in on that? Worth the Sennelier name. What is worth the Sennelier name? What did I miss? Oh, is Sennelier savoir-faire? Maybe I missed that. I don't know. Hang on. Gotta blow my nose. Okay, back to the gouache. Let me bring you in closer here. Okay, really? Well, now you've intrigued me. Now I want to get out my savoir-faire gouache and try it again and again. And I still have it. I kept it because I didn't have much gouache and it had like all the colors. So I kept it and now I'm glad I did. Interesting. You can't believe you made it to a live. You started on an oil pastel tutorial. Very interesting. Yeah, aren't they so big? They're so big. Okay. Gouache. So I have Winsor & Newton Designers Gouache and Winsor & Newton Gouache. And you can't find this online. You kind of can. There's a catch. They don't advertise this at all, but Michaels sells this gouache, and I got this for $13 in 2022. So I didn't break my buying freeze for this. I already had this. I had this back in like October of 2022, and it's been sitting in the drawer this long waiting for me to get to it because I always let other things come first. I don't know why. So I was dying to know the difference between these two because you can get this at Michael's. They don't advertise this online. Winsor & Newton doesn't really show it on their website or anything like that. So I bought it and I want to compare the two. So $13 for this set of 10. This is also a set of 10 and it was $54 and it was kind of on sale when I got it for $54. So we're going to have to compare these two. So that's upcoming. We'll put that in the gouache pile. You got totally understand the urge to buy paint. I know. It's irresistible. Gina got Turner, but then got Paul Rubens in 36 15 mil tubes. Oh, nice. We need a month of gouache. Maggie, good idea. Okay. All right. Now, let's get the rest of the stuff off the back of the desk here. Let me show you what I have going on here if you can see it. See all that stuff? Yeah, this is the stuff on my desk that's been driving me crazy that I am trying to get rid of. Not get rid of. I'm trying to organize it and go through it and actually put it where it belongs and just make a list that I can work off of. So that's what I'm trying to do. So let's get through the rest of this. So this is the Muse kit. Hello from the big pond. Hi, Helena. Anyway, the Jazza Studio carry-all bag things. I ordered one of those. I told you guys about that. And we just got an update that said they're going to be late and not going to ship now until January. They're very sorry, but here's a coupon for half off one of their existing boxes. So I'm like, half off? I like half off. So I went to their site and I found one that kind of interested me. There wasn't anything too awesome. I think I'm going to sneeze. Anyway, but I found one that was intriguing and I don't mind paying the price for one of these at half off. So anyway, I got this one because it came with this cute little bag. I thought that would be fun to set up a little travel kit in, and instructions, little catalog showing a lot of different things, and brushes that I've used with my students before, and I don't really like them because the bristles are too short. The round ones are okay. They're going to be okay. The ad showed 2 of these little cups, but it only came with 1. Anyway, I have my own collapsible cups, but they don't collapse quite this small. So I'm kind of bummed there weren't 2 in here. They're super flimsy, but you know, if you needed something in a pinch, you'd have one of these collapsible cups, which are still awesome, even though they're flimsy. Came with the Canson Montval watercolor block, which is cool, in 4x6. It came with this cute little Peerless watercolors, and I love the Peerless watercolors. They're nice to use, and this is kind of cool. And these are perforated, so you could pull them out of here and stick them on a palette, but I wouldn't. I would just use them probably like that. They don't have the nice glassine or whatever in between them that the Viviva do, but I'm sure it worked out okay. Cute little sticker, and these are, pretty sure they're watercolor brush pens, which I don't really like watercolor brush pens, but yeah, watercolor brush pen set, 21 pieces. But it came with the box that I wanted, so that's what I have in this little backpack. And I think this was, I don't know, it didn't cost me very much, $20-some. So I have this. So we'll have to do that, but box as a whole. We'll put that with the scrawler box here. I think things are going to start falling off this desk. Someone said piles of stuff stress you out. Where was that? Yeah, when they aren't actually blocking. Yeah, even when they're not on your work area. Yeah, it's still stressing me out over here. It's clear back over there and I work over here, but I can't handle it. Always cleaning your desk. It's good to have a good desk. You love my justifications for spending. I know, me too. Beginning to feel like I live in another universe. Have to check it out. Barbara, I have that. You canceled Muse kits. Yeah, me too. 6 unused boxes. Oh, yeah. I finally opened mine, and that was all that stuff. They're a little different these days, so a little more crafty. So, Barney, I'm sort of sus about that Winsor & Newton cheap gouache. Not sure it's the real thing. It seems weird they aren't advertised by Winsor & Newton. Yeah, I don't know. I've only seen them in Michael's in the store. So interesting. Muse sale still on, 30% off. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, they sent out that coupon for 50% off because of the bag thing. But anyway, 30% is still pretty good. Okay. Then I have this thing. Do I have two of these? Yeah. Sorry, there's so much stuff. We better hurry. You guys are probably like, what on earth is this? So this actually is a hitch cover. So if you have a receiver hitch on your vehicle, this goes in there and kind of keeps the dirt and stuff out. At least that's the idea. This keeps freezing. I hope we're okay. Probably because that Patreon tutorial is still uploading. Yeah, 97%, 22 minutes left. Anyway, the reason they're in my art studio is because I want to paint on them. Because I was looking when I bought these, and the painted ones were like $30. Well, I could get two of these for like $5 unpainted. So I got unpainted ones. I'm going to paint them myself and varnish them, and I'll have this pretty hitch cover on my FJ Cruiser. So I have an FJ Cruiser that I inherited from my grandma. It's so cute. It's a, what is the color? Cherry red or something like that, deep cherry red or something. Anyway, I'm going to make a pretty hitch cover for it because I lost the Toyota one that came with it. And we'll paint these with acrylics, and I'll do it here on the channel. I probably need to do this sooner than later because I want to get this in before we get even more snow and wet weather out there. So that'll be coming up with acrylic paint. I'll have to varnish that somehow. It's a weird thing to have in my studio, I know, but I have a purpose for it. All right, let's see what else. More stuff that came with the meet-in that they want me to review. So they got me this brush set zipper thing, and it's way too big for watercolor brushes, but I actually needed one when I transport my oil painting brushes to class. So that's perfect that they ended up sending me, well, what I kind of felt was the wrong one ended up being the right one for me because I didn't need one for my watercolor brushes because I have one. But yeah, portable paintbrush case. We'll put that with the brushes. And then this palette here, which I have shown you, they sent to me, and I've used it when I was playing with other watercolors. So I've shown it a couple times on my channel, but I need to set it up. I want this to be like my studio palette. Even though I have so many palettes that I love to pull out and use it, it'd be fun to just have this with like some cool, unique colors. Maybe it could be a unique studio palette. I wish I had like the dusk colors in tubes because I would love to have those in a palette like this. So this is something I have here. I need to put this with empty palettes, but I'm afraid it's gonna fall off over there. So I'm gonna actually just put it back over here, and then I'll put it away in a minute. Then I have this thing. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing comments. Totally about that Winsor & Newton, need confirmation. I don't know. It's in the Winsor & Newton section at Michael's. So, and I'll show you online too. It's there. I just don't know if it's something, I think maybe it's something they make exclusively for Michael's. Could be. And maybe that's why you can't find it online. Let me see if I can find it on the website, and I'll show it to you guys. So, Windsor. Sorry, this is, why are the caps on? Gouache. Wait, yeah, that's gouache. If I see it here, I'll do a screen share and show you guys. Yeah, it's here. Let me show you. Let me do a screen share. Present. How do I do that? Share screen. Share screen. And Michael's. Okay. So, yeah, I got it. Thank you. You use cookies. So, yeah, here. So, this is buy one, get one 50% off. Wow, I should go buy more gouache. So, you could buy the designer one and this one and get this one for only $10. I had to pay $13 for it on sale. So, there you have it. Let me see. Can I click on it? Yeah, Winsor & Newton gouache paint set. So, I don't know. Maybe they just make it for Michael's. It's hard to say. Curious, huh? Pretty interesting. Okay. It's on, oh, they have it on Amazon and Jerry's. Oh, when I looked for it, I couldn't find it anywhere. And I looked at those places. I especially looked on Amazon because I'm like, if it's only $19 at Michael's regular price, surely it's cheaper on Amazon. And they didn't have it then. So maybe it was something new and they're actually coming out with it now. I don't know. I assume it's like a student grade version of their gouache, but maybe it's just cheaper tubes because they're not metal tubes. They're like the plasticky tubes. I don't know. Well, cool. Okay, good to know. You may contact them. Yeah, actually, but now that it's on Amazon and Jerry's, I'm curious. Okay, well, back to stuff because we have a lot to go through still, and I'm trying to do it not take all day. So this is, Denise Soden put out another like holiday advent calendar thing, and I went ahead and got it because, I don't know, it just seemed fun. So this is more like a grab bag. You're supposed to reach in the grab bag and pick a color randomly each day. And so if you got this and you don't want spoilers, just look away for a minute because I'm going to pull one out here. Okay, and then you use this color for that day. And it does say what's the color it is on the bottom of the pan, but unfortunately that's where the magnet is. So came with a little palette. You can see I opened the sap green already, and it came with 3M magnets. So these are labeled on the bottom, but then you're supposed to put the magnets on the bottom. So you'll have to make sure you keep a note of what each color is before you put that magnet on the bottom if you're going to use this palette. But anyway, I'm going to use one of my own palettes. I have palettes that I have sprayed white inside, but I will keep this palette around for other stuff. So anyway, that's her little holiday advent calendar. Came with a homemade card and then a bunch of stuff in here that maybe I shouldn't pull out in case you're doing this and you don't want spoilers, but there's prints, stickers, stuff like that. Anyway, so this we need to play with for sure. I just didn't want to pull it out too early because I'm going to pull it out like all at once and just do it all at once on the channel. And I didn't want to do that too early and spoil it for people. So hopefully the little brief bit I showed there didn't spoil it for anyone. All right, looks like this is the next thing. This is the original advent calendar from her that I bought, and we went through this every day on my channel, but I have to incorporate these colors. These dots are huge, and I need to incorporate them into my regular watercolor palette. So I showed doing that on a couple of those, like this one, this quinophthalone yellow. You can see that I've put that dot card on top of the half pan there, and it's staying pretty nicely. I did that with this Hansa Yellow Deep with Da Vinci and this Cerulean something something. So I need to incorporate these dot cards, and then this just got thrown in there. These are those 100% cotton grabby watercolor postcards. I'll put that with the paper. And so yeah, I need to put these with the watercolors right here. I need to incorporate them. I need to actually finish something. I just knocked stuff off my desk really big. 25 days till Christmas. Oh, you're right. Today's December 1st. I am almost completely done with my Christmas shopping. Very excited about that fact. I have a couple of things to buy for like the in-law side, but just a few things, not very many. So that makes me very happy. What is this? Oh, this is the meat and ceramic palettes. Oh, we should do that drawing for these. These were in last week's giveaway, so I'm supposed to do that drawing today. We could do that live right now. Maybe we should do that. If you guys want to do the drawing giveaway, I have to go find the link for that video, so let me do that. And it may take more time than we need to do, but it would be really fun to do that. Okay, here's the link for that video, and then I just have to remember YouTube random name picker is what I usually search for, and I can't remember which one I use. Comment picker, that works. Let's see, select a random winner for a YouTube giveaway. Okay. Nope, this one you have to pay in order to use a word like giveaway in it. Pickawinner.co. We'll try that one. Let's see. Let me share the screen with you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so that's the URL of the video. Hold on just a sec. Fetch. Let's see if this works. Select a filter. Keyword filter. Keyword is giveaway. Giveaway. Make sure I spelled it right. Continue. Loaded 52 comments. So 52 people entered the giveaway. And we'll pick a winner. We have to do 2 winners because I have 2 palettes here. So pick a winner. User XQ7ZM6FD3. Yes. Let me take a screen snap of that real quick so I can keep that. Okay. Sorry if you can't see, I'm just saving the screen snap of the winner so I don't have to remember it. There we go. Okay, and then we'll pick one more. Let's pick a winner. Carol! All right. Okay. Carol PZ3FS. Let me do a screen snap of that. Awesome. Well, cool. We did our giveaway. I was afraid I would forget to do it, so I'm glad I'm glad we did it together live. Okay, so these will be shipped off probably next week or the week after. I'm really slow at shipping things out, except for the watercolor gift box. I ship those the same day because I want to make sure you guys get them fast. But giveaway stuff, I always want to add like a little special note and all of that, and so I just keep putting it off. Oh, yeah, the website is there. Yep. Okay, more stuff. We better get through this. What's in this? Oh, this is very exciting. I forgot about this one. Oh, okay, you guys ready? Look. Look. I'll bring you closer. This is Roman Schmal full pans. I did tell you guys I got these. I read off the colors I bought for you on that live. I think it was a live stream. I can't remember. Anyway, this is the October 2023 color. This one is Aquarius Violet, Velvet Black, Urban Gray, and Autumn Green. Woohoo! So we gotta put these with the watercolors, and we're going to have to play with these and add them to the palette. Something very fun to look forward to, along with most everything else we're doing. All right, what's this? This is empty. Oh, geez, this thing. This was an impulse purchase. It was so cheap that I bought it. Cotman watercolors. And this little palette. They're metallics, though. I don't know. I like... can't get it open. I like metallic watercolors, even though I forget to use them. Anyway, cute little palette. That's interesting. I think that's supposed to be a sticker. And a kind of useless but awesome travel brush. Can I put that in there without hurting it? No. Yes, okay. And so, I don't know, the palette itself is kind of cool, and it's metallic watercolors, so I guess we'll have to play with those and see how metallic-y they are. They're Cotman, so I imagine they're going to be a little hard to re-wet, but metallics are notorious for needing pre-wet anyway, so that's not going to hurt anything. All right, let me see what else I have over here. Okay. This is the Viviva paper that was sent to me to compare to mine. She wanted to see if her sketchbook might be a little different than mine because she didn't like hers at all. So we still have to do that. I'll put this with the paper. Yeah. And we did play with this fall set, but I think did they send me? Yeah, no, this is the one we played with. So these I just don't think ever got put away. They just got stuck in the bottom over there and lost. But Viviva does have refills. Did you know that? So they sent me some refills. So how cool is that they have refills? So I've never actually opened one of these to see what a refill looks like. I assume it's just a sheet like those are. And I'm sure they have pictures of what the refills look like on their site. But let's see what they look like here. Oh, wow. Okay. So they're little booklets in and of themselves with the glassine or parchment in between them. Slate black, magenta, viridian, and violet. Huh. That's kind of neat. I really enjoy working. Like, I didn't originally enjoy working with the ones in the booklet like this, but when they started adding the glassine in between them and then they had this fold-out mixing palette, it's much better and it's super easy to work with, and they're very vibrant and just, I don't know, kind of something different. So they're great for sketchbook work. And then these sketchbooks, or the coloring books, which I showed you and we have played with on the channel, I just need to put those away. Where am I going to put those? These with watercolors, these with sketchbooks, I guess. Okay, for fine detail. Those Didi brushes are fantastic for fine detail. Not sure how good the Cotman is, but the Pro one is great. Oh, okay, I'll have to try it. It looked okay. Definitely looked okay. All right, what else do I have over here? Just have some artist tape I need to put away. This bag here I used for a travel when I went traveling. That was that Ultimate Adventure video I put out, and this tape was in there. I brought it with me, and I had my sketchbook and paints in there. So I'll probably put this back in my closet to use for my next trip, which is in January. I may use it. I may use something bigger. I'm taking a lot of stuff with me in January because I'm going to do one acrylic painting a day. At least that's the idea, real small. And I know acrylic's not the idea of this channel, but I still want to do that because I'm teaching an acrylic painting class next semester. They had a need for it, and I want to make sure that I have some really good ideas going into that class. Okay, I have stuff on the desk here. That soapbox of mine, Cotman pans not equal to tubes. So are the pans better than tubes, or you'll have to tell me what you mean. I don't want to interpret it incorrectly. Okay, this is some stuff that was sent to me here. I have gouache. This is Master's Touch, I believe. This was sent to me by Annie Noodle. Master's Touch gouache. And Master's Touch, is that Hobby Lobby's home brand, or is that Michael's home brand? I can't remember. The tubes are better. Okay, cool. Well, not cool because I don't have tubes. I have some Cotman tubes. I'll show them to you here. Or no, I actually showed them to you already, so they're actually put away, I think. They might be here. I'm not sure. Anyway, I have some Winsor & Newton Cotman tubes we have to deal with. Oh no, they're right there. Sorry, too much stuff. Anyway, Master's Touch gouache. We'll put that with the gouache. And I have another bag of gouache here that I need to try. Marie's gouache. So this was also sent to me by Annie Noodle. She didn't like either of these brands, and so she sent them for me to try, which is fun. Tubes are better than pans. Got it. Okay. Oh, Master's Touch is the Hobby Lobby brand. Okay, cool. All right, let me grab more stuff. Sorry, there's so much. Computer. Oh, look, I didn't throw this away after all. This is the one that came in the Jackson's palette. Super flimsy plastic, but you could put your full pans in this direction if you wanted to and use it for 12 full pans, but I took this out and put 32 full pans in mine. So anyway, okay, I have a bunch of paint over here I got to bring over. This is exciting, so hang in there. Okay, this is, oh, the paint pans are stuck to my desk. Anyway, there's more. There's more. Okay. Still more. Can't get these. Oh, there we go. Finally got them unstuck. One more. Okay, I think this is everything for paint that was over there. So volcano red and yellow, they did not stick to that, but these were things I pulled out of another palette and tried to put in here. So I need to incorporate this paint into my other palette. So I have a Roman Schmal, Cypress Raw Umber Brownish. I have Roman Schmal Cobalt Blue, Roman Schmal Quin Gold Hue. So excited. Van Gogh Neutral Tint, Daniel Smith German Greenish Raw Umber, Azo Greenish Yellow, I mean, from Van Gogh. And, ooh, a May Mary, PBR 7. Or My Mary. Where is that My Mary palette that I just did a video on? Where would I have put? Oh, it's drying under this box right here, so the cats will stay out of it. That's funny. Like, where did I put that? Okay, cool. So, My Mary Raw Umber. That's awesome. So there's no raw umber in this set. I'm trying to remember what this color was. You guys remember from that video? Anyway, I can just attach that there, probably with that Velcro strip, or I don't know if it, does it get down there far enough to be taped? No, it'd have to be a Velcro strip because there's a little gap. But anyway, that's cool. I should have remembered I thought I had a My Mary. I just, when I went and looked over there, I didn't think it would be in a half pan. So that's interesting. That's cool. I'm just going to leave it with that. Put that back up here so the cats stay out of it. That's getting pretty dry now, by the way. Okay, what else? Random Gray, Schminke 2022 Random Gray. So that's a pan that I poured myself from this. And now that it has dried down, it's dried down about halfway, I can fill it. Okay, I know it's been a long time, Barbara. Thank you so much. Terry, I just can't fall in love with Roman Schmal. Oh, doesn't float your boat. Neither does Daniel Smith. Interesting. A Gallo are the new wish list paints for you. Yeah, I'd be curious if you have that layering issue with the A Gallo paints that other people, including me, are sometimes having. Koi, Jackson's Phthalo Blue, some Turner colors. I have some Peacock Blue watercolor. Ended up with duplicates of that. And Peacock Blue is not a color that I use very often, even though every time I swatch it, I absolutely adore it. I just don't end up using it. So I need to do some like maybe more dedicated paintings trying to use Peacock Blue. Transparent Red Iron Oxide by M. Graham. That is just a beautiful color. And then the Isero ones that were sent to me, Blue Indanthrene and Blue Boreal, or Boreal Blue, Indanthrene Blue and Boreal Blue. I said the foreign name first. So I did incorporate these into my Isero palette already. Thank you. Ear duct tinnitus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember you posting about that. Ouch. Yeah. Okay. Fun to have paints from every country for sure. That's why I very much enjoyed them. You know, I think my dog might be outside wanting in. Let me go check. Go grab a drink. I'll be right back. Okay. He wasn't at that door. I don't know what I was hearing, but hopefully he's not outside. It's very cold out there. Okay, we need to finish up. We have still a lot to do. So this all needs to go with watercolors, and that section's getting kind of full. I just need to make a list of what I have, so when I'm like doing the palettes, getting these all together, I know like I have 2 Van Gogh paints over here. In 15 minutes, you'll be opening your advent calendar. Yay! Okay, cool. Let me grab this stuff. Oh, so much. So all of this was from the subscription box opening of all of my grandma's subscription boxes. And I'm not going to pull everything out individually and show you. That would just take too long. But, you know, if you want to review those videos again, all of this is shown in there. So instead of, well, I am actually going to leave some of it in that drawer because that's going to be my I need to get to drawer. It's a huge drawer down there that I've been having this stuff in. And then anything of this that will fit that I need to get to share with you guys and to enjoy myself, I'll put in there. So there's a lot of watercolor paper here, UFO paper, some of the watercolor markers, which would be fun to play with, just regular palettes, an old, this wasn't in a subscription box, I just found this at our house, fountain pen cartridges, thought would be fun. New Paul Rubens Ultramarine Blue Granulates Like a Dream. Oh, that's awesome. Very awesome. What else? We have some inks. This is the exact same as this. She got the petite box. I got the full-size box. So she got this size paint and I got the bigger size. So these are the 4 exact same colors. And I probably will keep them because I'll use them eventually, right? Acrylic gouache, more of the Peerless watercolors, super fun. Some really interesting Arteza watercolor crayon sticks. Did I say that right? I'm not sure. Anyway, a whole bunch of stuff in here that I just need to write down that I have, and then we can get to it. So I'll set this on the floor for now. But I'll probably just put it back in that drawer after I make my list. All right, hang on, there's more. This was also from the subscription box openings here. And cat I was supposed to paint. Anyway, so lots of watercolor paper, watercolor cards. So all that's watercolor paper. And then all these stickers. And again, I have ideas to use these stickers in a really fun way that I think even you guys will enjoy. And some are from Annie Noodle, because I do subscribe to her sticker level and her coffee membership thing. You would have a blast playing in my art studio. I have a blast playing in my art studio. So anyway, just watercolor paper here that I probably won't put back in that drawer. I'll probably just put it in my watercolor paper drawer now. And there's more. This stuff. This is stuff. I don't know where some of this came from. I bought some of this. I don't know. Okay, so this little white mini palette came free with some half pans I ordered. And one of you, Barbara, sent me this little box. It's a little mini tin box. And I think this will fit in there. So yes, it does. When I got this, I was like, oh, shoot, I don't have a tin that size. And I'm like, wait a minute, I think I do. And I looked, and yeah, so I'll set this up with a little miniature watercolor palette, but I probably will paint the inside white like I usually do. So that'll be fun. That'll be upcoming. Empty palette section. More of the watercolors that were sent to me by you guys. And this one is one I made myself, the duochrome saguaro green. We've got cobalt black from Mission Gold. All the rest of these are Daniel Smith. And the reason they're still in here is because they are duplicates of ones I already have in my Daniel Smith palette. And because they're duplicates, I want to put them in a mixed palette, which is very exciting. I'm finally going to have a mixed palette someday. So these are set aside for the mixed palette because they're duplicates. I'll put these with the watercolors. More stickers that I need to do something with. I don't know why those are in there. These are acrylic paint markers. This is cartridges for a pen that's, I think, in that other bin. I have one more bin in this drawer to show you guys. So color cartridges for this, some kind of fancy pen. These are metallic. I think most of these are metallic gelatos that were sent to me that I'm still dying to play with. We actually played with gelatos in my sketchbook class this last week, and I was bummed I didn't grab these too because I love metallics. And so this whole bag is gelatos. I don't think they're all metallic, but they might be. I'm not sure. So fun. I have to do playing with these. And then I saw these at the grocery store. I don't know why I bought these. I'm such a goof sometimes. Anyway, I saw these at the grocery store and they were on clearance for like $2 or $3. That's probably why I bought them. And I thought it would be fun to play with them. I'm probably going to regret that. A whole thing of Derwent Chroma Flow colored pencils. What were those others? Oh, Color Soft. Okay, cool. So we have some Chroma Flow now. We have, this will be fun, the Create a Color Watercolor Graphite Pocket Set. Interesting. These Willow Charcoal Sticks. I think this is something that, sorry, brain fart. I think Kimberly Crick sent these to me to play with, but they're kind of scary. I might not play with them. Oh, here, Pilot Parallel Pen. I think that's what these cartridges are for. Oh, look at the mess I already have just from opening those Willow sticks. Fun, not. You did the same with your crayons at the supermarket. Oh, yeah. $3, man, or however much they were. It was a steal. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, some kind of interesting pin. And it has a very flat tip on it for calligraphy, 6 millimeters. Interesting. These, we have a Derwent Light Fast, Derwent Ink Tense, Derwent Chroma Flow, Derwent Drawing. So this is all still leftovers from subscription boxes that I was supposed to get to. Yeah, wow. Okay, lots of pencils. These are kind of exciting. Caran d'Ache Luminance. Very pretty colors. These are like probably what I would think of as Valentine's colors. Yeah. Many of you could make art with stick and dirt. Yeah, why not? Oh, what are these? Stabilo Carbothello pencils. What are these? These are Art Graph water-soluble pencils. So I probably don't need that other set of water-soluble pencils I had from Generals. And then I bought this a long time ago. Oh, some more paper samples. This was sent to me by you guys. Thank you so much. I need to get to all of that. Anyway, I bought these Derwent Light Fast pencils, and the tin came really smashed because if you buy from Amazon, the tins come smashed. I'm afraid I just put charcoal on my face, so let me make sure. Or couldn't, right? That's funny. Anyway, I asked for a return on them because I didn't want my tin smashed. So they let me send them back. And they sent a new one, and that tin was smashed. So I'm like, maybe you guys should package them differently. Asked for a return again. And they're like, I don't know if they allowed a return one more time or whatever, but then if they did and it came back smashed again, I just kept it because I'm like, forget it. Don't order pencils and tins from Amazon. If you want them to be good, you need to order them from an art store like Dick Blick, Jerry's Artorama, or Jackson's because they actually package them properly. So my tin is a little messed up. I even unbent it some myself, but I kept it, and I'm dying to try these light fast pencils. I just haven't taken the time yet. So this is on the list. I bought these in 2022. I've had them forever. Pencils aren't for you, but you're loving pastels. Oh, interesting. Oil pastels or soft pastels. Okay, I have more stuff over here. Okay, Annie Noodle also sent me this ink she made herself. Walnut and rainbow ink, sad glitter ink, and just walnut ink. So I need to play with these too. Be very exciting to get to try those out. I like ink. And more brushes. Looks like we had a Marie's Titanium White Gouache. Now this was sent to me not by Annie Noodle. This was sent to me by another one of you to maybe take the place of a white that I had used up in my Holbein palette. But I'll put that with the Marie's over there. So these brushes were also all sent to me by a friend here. And this big one, I'm dying to try. Just had it stuffed away in my closet with gift supplies received so that I would get to it eventually. So I'm going to put it with my regular brushes and actually use it now. No more keeping it aside. Watercolor ground. These I've had. I don't know why these were in the gifts received, because maybe they were gifts received, but I thought I bought these myself. Actually, Core sent that to me for free. It was one of those Instagram promos. The other one came in painting set for my students. So here we have Holbein Artist Gouache Oriental Blue. Very excited to see what that looks like. And an 03 fine liner. 03 is a decent size. My favorite's the 05, but I do tend to use these. I use them as just regular writing pens sometimes in my studio. Okay, I know we're at the 2-hour mark. I'm sorry. Paper from the wood palette. This actually came in that Quack Plume, I believe, wood palette. So I'll put this with paper. I don't know what that is. Oh, I think this is the Sennelier La Petite Aquarelle swatches. And they came in this box, which was sent to me as a gift. And then I painted the inside white. I actually regret doing that. I had a better idea later, but it's okay. It's fine. Anyway, these are the leftovers. I incorporated the ones I didn't have into my professional palette and just mixed pro with student grade because I didn't mind. And these are the ones that were left over. So these are colors I already had. So we could put these in a mixed palette too if we wanted to. Okay. And we can use this palette for something else also. So I should probably put this with my watercolors, not my empty palettes for now. And that should have gone in there. Oh well. What else do we have over here? Jackson's Two Rivers paper. So this is a sample of the Jackson's watercolor paper. That will be fun to try. I love Pitt Artist pens. They're some of my most favorites to use when I actually am using them. Let's see what these look like. So these were sent to me. Oh, these are the chunky boys. Yeah, I don't have any of the chunky boys. Well, I have one pink one, I think. I have all the smaller ones. So definitely going on the list for trying this because I really enjoy these. Let me make sure I'm not missing comments. What's the difference between oil and water soluble or oil? I like oil pastels because they are more creamy. They're kind of like if you want to think of it like a lipstick. Chalk pastels are chalky and crumbly and they make scratchy noises on the paper and they get all over oil pastels can get all over your hands too, but not as badly. They create a lot of dust and stuff like that. So they're really unpleasant for me to use, but a lot of people love them. My cousin is amazing at pastels. You put your pencils in holders, use the tins for watercolor palettes. Yeah, the tins that the pencils come in make really awesome watercolor palettes. That's a really good idea. Okay. All right. Let me grab some more stuff. Hang on. And wipe my nose because it's running away. Derwent Ink Tints Paint Pan Set. How fun is this? So we have to play with this. 6 colors. That's heavy. Okay, so that has to be on the list to play with. This, I think, is just empty. Yeah, because I incorporated this in that Sennelier video with my professional palette. Apparently it just kept this little palette, which is kind of pointless unless you paint that part white, which I may do. I don't need any more palettes, though. I like those new white ones I already bought. So this, I'm not sure what to do with that. Any ideas? Let me know. I'll put it with the empty palettes for now. Watercolor boards here. Crescent. Crescent's not the greatest brand for watercolor boards, or any boards really, but certainly fun to just play with, mess around on, and do something fun on. So I'll put that with my paper. I have this Portable Painter Classic that I bought last Black Friday. So I've had this for a year and I have not set this up with paint yet. So I'll put this in the empty palettes section, and it came with all those fancy inserts to make more colors and that. So maybe I'll set up a traveling Da Vinci gouache palette in it. That could be interesting. I wonder if Da Vinci dries hard or if I should wait and put Oh, like some Daniel Smith gouache or Magella gouache doesn't dry out hard, so that might be a good one to put in a travel palette. I have Magella gouache. Okay, let me throw this over there. I'm making a huge mess of things that I have gone through already. Okay, Daniel Smith dot card. Whoa. So I want to use these dot cards in my usual dot card painting style. However, some of these are so slim, like this ultramarine red and ultramarine, especially Daniel Smith's ultramarines. They dry very hard, so I doubt I could get a painting out of that, and especially not the cobalt violets either. But a couple of these have some more paint on them that I could probably make some dot card paintings out of a couple of them. Potter's Pink is like barely there, so not so much, but yeah, I would, maybe I'll cut these so they'll fit in my dot card bin, but I will add that to the dot card list. Hey, this is fun. Canson Moulin de Roy. Don't forget to drink. Oh, good idea. Gotta grab the water bottle here. Your cat has been so good. She's not being annoying. She's 1 year and 6 months old. Oh my goodness, she got old. Just got back from feeding your old cat 4 times a day. Oh my goodness. Okay. Moulin de Roy is 100% cotton paper, super deluxe. So I'm quite lucky to have it. But this one I think is hot press. Yeah, hot press. So I don't use hot press very often. So it'll be fun to play with that. I have some Moulin de Roy paper in cold press, so we could even compare the two. I mean, this is super smooth. It'd probably be great for colored pencil, but I'm going to use watercolor on it too. So I'll put that with paper. And I have the Fabriano Artistico. I think this is that whole, 7 test pack. So 7 different of their papers that you can try in traditional white, extra white, different thicknesses. Okay. Awesome. I had a test pack once I got in an order, and I have used several of those sheets because they're very nice. And then I was sent this beautiful bird book here, and it says it's a watercolor art pad that you can paint on. So if so, it's hot press, nice for ink tints pencils maybe. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Moulin de Roy is hard to find. I bought mine the first time on Jackson's and still haven't used it. I think I used it once in the World Watercolor Month, maybe last year. Anyway, this is a bird watercolor art pad, but I thought this would be kind of cool too. So this was sent to me by one of you. Thank you so much. But in my A to Z sketchbook, when I finished the fruits and vegetables, I wanted to do birds, and I thought this would be a good reference to use for that. Possibly. I don't know what all examples it has in here, but it looks like there's several, and then I could try painting them on their paper, but oh my gosh, painting a bird on that big on hot press paper, that could be hard. That could be hard. I think it would be more fun maybe to use markers on this paper. It's super smooth, but very cool book. And then this big canvas was sent to me too. So this is a Jackson's cotton canvas board, 240 GSM, 24 by 30 centimeters. It actually seems really nice. So I'll put this with my oil and acrylic canvases. Okay, a few more things. Kind of more than a few, but that's okay. Hang on. I'm grabbing it out of the drawer over here, so just a sec. Sorry, that took so long. Okay, more stickers. More stickers and more stickers from Annie Noodle. And I, again, have that fun sketchbook idea for using stickers. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really fun. Okay. And more dot cards. Kathy, you sent these to me. Thank you so much. So I still need to play with these. And these are very generous dot cards, and they're duplicates. So I can definitely do dot card paintings with some of these. Like the green, maybe not so much. It looks like it might be harder to re-wet. But these are handmade botanical and earth pigment watercolors by forestpigments.com or caitlinfrench.com. So excited to try those out. I got to put those with dot cards. And then Kimberly Crick sent me all of this Rosa Gallery dot card, and their dots are very tiny, so I doubt I could do dot card paintings with these, but we could maybe swatch them out at least. Maybe some colors I don't have in my palettes and see what they look like. Hi, Don. That's how you feel about watercolor books. You want one with watercolor paper with simple images, not Zentangles. I know. Yeah, that would be nice. Well, hopefully my kitty coloring book will be released in February, probably towards the end of February, and it's going to be on watercolor paper, actual watercolor paper. So this should be nice. And it'll be cold pressed watercolor paper. Yeah, always wacky designs on thin paper or thin paper. Yep. We'll bug your elected officials now. Okay. USA import issue. Boycotting Jackson's for not selling everything in the USA. I missed that comment earlier. That's funny. I have a few more things. Just grabbing them out of the drawer, along with everything else. More stickers. More of Annie's stickers. Okay, this stuff. This Chocola dot markers. I was supposed to put a video out about these because Chocola sent these to me last March, probably. I don't know, a long time ago. Oops. Anyway, I still want to do kind of a pixelated drawing painting thing with them. So maybe I'll do that eventually. These are from the Let's Make Art gouache box. A student of mine had that and let me make copies of the line art so I could paint that. So I should put that with gouache. Okay. This is an unfinished project I started. This is a palette full packs from February of 2019. They came with the Karen brush markers, and they don't even look like that these days. And I loved when I was just playing with the brush markers. We'll see if they even work now. But anyway, I was going to do this lovely tiger on this Bristol paper. Still want to because it would be a really fun project, but I got to get to it. So yeah, that has to happen. And then some more stickers. Where did I put stickers? Right there. That's not really a sensible place for it. Okay, you have a Crayola color of the rolled pencils and markers. Haven't used them lately. Yeah. Oh, good idea, Gina. Okay. So these are diamond paintings. I don't know if you can see the little picture. It's probably hard with the glare. That one looks kind of fun. That one's pretty. And this one's pretty. Anyway, when I did my Amazon Prime Day, I saw these on sale, and it was like a package of 11 of them, I think, for almost nothing. I'm thinking maybe $15. I'm not sure. Anyway, I kept these 3 for myself and spread the rest out with through the girls in the family here because they like diamond paintings. All right, one more bin. And then I can finally let you go. This has been a long time. Oh, my phone's probably dying, isn't it? Let me make sure. Yeah, 13%. Let me plug that in or we will lose all video on the desk over here. Oh, shoot. It's on the wrong side of things. Maybe my dog was outside. Oh, no. I think he just jumped off the bed up there. Okay. Last bin here, and then I will let you go, and then I have to clean up this whole mess. Ah! It'll be worth it. It'll all be put away, and it won't be out in my face anymore, and it won't be just screaming at me over there from the side. So these are fun. I think these are ones that, I don't know. Trying to think. Kimberly Crick did send me a set of metallic watercolors like this, and I'm wondering if this may be the one she sent me. I'm not sure. But anyway, you can see they don't stay in their wells very well. But metallic watercolors that I want to try. So we got to put those with watercolors. Liquid charcoal. This is the one that came spilled maybe in my grandma's stuff. Liquid charcoal, that could be fun. Well, that's okay that you came in late. I'm just glad you're here, Dawn. These I've been dying to try. These are the Rosa Gallery, well, Rosa Studio watercolors, and I want to compare them to the Rosa Gallery watercolors. So these are the student grade, and I want to compare them to the professional grade rosas. So we got to do that. And I have these lovely, beautiful tubes of Holbein gouache, hummingbird blue. Yeah, Myosodus blue, peony, light ochre. So I need to put these with my Holbein gouache and play with them. I have all of these. Hang on, gotta get them all. All of these Ecolina markers, brush pens. These are really fun to play with. So I want to try these, and I think I might have some Ecolina ink bottles too. So anyway, I guess this is Dutch and it's not Ecoline, it's Ecolina. So that's how you're supposed to say it. Let's see. You have 32 assorted boxes. Number 3 son sends me a different every year to celebrate your sobriety date. Aww. Small chest filled with Crayola crowns. Aww. That's so cool. Okay. Anyway, markers. These need to go with markers and be in the list to play with. But I'm out of space. I didn't know this would be so much stuff, you guys. This is crazy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Kohlrabi metallics. Oh my goodness. How did I not remember these being in there? The dead bug is a nice touch. Oh, it's way too fun. I'll just go through these quickly. Sennelier abstract ink we need to play with. Fine Tech. Ooh, Fine Tech, guys. Congrats. Also 15 years. Guys, that's awesome. Very cool. I love that. I love the success stories. Very fancy brushes. These are Robert Simmons. These are like $26 each, and they have like cutouts on the bristles. Really interesting brushes. We have some powder, Sketchbox watercolor powder. These are fun. I should just put these with my brush show. Got out your metallics. Time to play with them. Good idea. Another Fine Tech. Oh, I can't wait to play with these. There's too much to do in too little time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I haven't seen this one in a long time. I don't know why this was in there, because I actually played with this, reviewed this. Maybe because I wanted to play with it some more, so I put it back in there. Or maybe because I needed to do light fast swatching for it. But yeah, this was a fun set. Very unique palette. Very fun. I like that. Okay. Well, I have a whole list of paints I need to swatch for light fast testing. I kind of feel like I need to start over. Why? I just need to make a list of what I have up there because I'm kind of getting confused there so much now. I'm going to have to give up sleep. You're right. There's no sleep for me. I have too much to do. Just putting this away will take the rest of the day. This is insane. I didn't know it would create such a huge mess. But, I mean, it has to happen. I need to get this sorted in my brain, organized off of my mental to-do list. Okay. Oh, all these fun watercolors that were sent to me. So this was the only Shinhan paint I had ever had, lavender. And I haven't even gotten to try it yet. But I remember that I had it. It was sent to me by one of you. Thank you. All of this. And so these I need to incorporate into my palette. So I don't know if my Shinhan kit came with lavender. So if not, I'm going to have to find a way to add this pan in. Like maybe I could leave out a white, or I like my whites and blacks in my watercolor, but maybe I could do 2 little half pans of the white and black and add in this lavender. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but I have these colors here. So some Imgram Burnt Sienna, Mission Gold, Cobalt Black, the Shinhan Lavender, and I have the Da Vinci Burnt Sienna, American Journey, Burnt Orange, Quinacridone Burnt Orange. So really fun colors. And the Daniel Smith Go Tight in here. Yeah. Thank you. And this is just stuff that was in my drawers that I needed to get to. It's not even my regular stuff. And then these I showed you guys a long time ago when I grabbed stuff from my grandma's house. These are mini pigment sets. They're little stamps. They're squares. I want to do a pixel scene with these, just like I said with the dot markers. I still think that would be a really fun idea, really fun piece of artwork. Maybe a fun video for you guys to watch. I don't know, but I still want to do that. So that needs to be on the list still. And then, yeah, here are all the Cotman tubes that were sent to me. And I did pour all of these into half pans and I let them dry. So they're somewhere, probably in this bin too. So I have those. This cute little Simply Mints tin. I found this at grocery store. Burnt orange is the old PO48. Yeah, I figured it was. Yes. Thank you. That's going to be fun. Anyway, I want to get into them right now. So, not the mints, the watercolors. This still has the mints in it. It hasn't been opened, but I really liked the little square size and the fact that it's white on the outside, which is probably not white on the inside. But anyway, I want to make a watercolor palette with that. And then I have this, which I made a Schminke palette for originally, and now I just have it as a spare palette with a Swiss Army knife tweezers in there, so I won't lose the tweezers off of some Swiss Army knife that I don't know where it's at. It's going to get worse. Oh, oh darn. Oh, Sennelier ink brush. Very excited to try this. I wish I had more than the one color, but it's okay. I don't need it. I don't need it. It would just be fun. Okay, more stuff, more stuff. More of the watercolor crystal powdery stuff. This is the sketchbook stuff. So, or sketch box, I'm sorry. So it came with these. Anyway, it's like Brusho. I love it. Oh, I was looking for this the other day. Art masking fluids. This is White Nights masking fluid. I'm going to see. It doesn't look like it's any good in there. It was older when Kimberly Crick sent it to me. So I should have used it sooner. That's okay. What is this? Amsterdam acrylics. I need to use those. Oh, here's that praying palette that I was telling you guys I had, the original old one. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking they were in square metal pans, but they're not. So I do have praying watercolors. Now I have the old original that I can compare to the newer ones. That'll be fun. You're here, Nadine. Hi. Okay. Oh, we're almost there, I think. Like, not quite. Golden Artist Colors. So I'm pretty sure these are acrylic. Yep, heavy body acrylics. So I did try these out, I think, when I first got them, but I used them in more of a watercolor style on purpose because the painting I wanted to do was more like loose and flowy. And anyway, I need to actually try them like they're meant to. I think that would be really fun. Organizing and sorting your materials and refreshing palettes, making swatches. It takes up so much time. Yes, it does. You'll end up with very little time to actually paint and create. Yeah, but you have to remember how much joy you get out of setting up your palettes and swatching, because that is also part of the process. That joy you feel doing that. It's worth it. It's so worth it. Okay, more of that watercolor crystal powdery stuff. What is this? A Zig brush pen white Kuretake brush pen. That's probably dried up and no good, but oh well. Ooh, a Daniel Smith watercolor stick and Soda Light Genuine. Sweet. Very fun. Tinted charcoal paint pan set. Let's see what that looks like real quick. I'm going to do a no buy next year. Yeah, I'm going to do a very low buy next year. Ooh, these are pretty. Okay, definitely want to try these out. So many ideas, so little time. Ah, the Artwell watercolors. Need to laminate these swatch sheets, so that's probably why that was in there, to laminate these. And I don't know if these got put in the window or not, but look how much they dried down. Lots of gaps in the half pans there. But these were really fun to use. Wouldn't mind using them again now that it's been a while to see what we think of them. Okay. Can't shut that with the palette in there. Anyway, yeah, those were fun. I would like to try those again. And what do we have here? Wait, I think I missed a comment. What happened to the massive on-computer inventory? Well, I still have that list here. The problem is I never finished it. I never actually finished my inventory. So I started putting it in the spreadsheet, and then I would mark in the spreadsheet when I used an item, and I thought that would be so fun, so cool. Here's part of that inventory I was doing. So I did start adding this to the computer, but then I didn't finish the inventory, and I completely rearranged my studio and kind of gave up on the inventory because of rearranging my studio. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do it again. I don't know if it's worth it. I think just doing a list of things I want to get through that are new is going to be enough of an inventory list for me now. Let's see. You've been addicted to buying art supplies for 5 years. Time to stop. Beth made a small supplementary palette of favorite mixing colors, so you didn't have to try putting them in every palette. You know, that'd be a really good idea for me to do with one of those cute little new white palettes I have. Just put in like some of those supplementary colors, like the dusk colors that I was telling you about, although I'd have to buy some in tubes unless I took those half pans out of that little thing. Yeah, anyway, it'd be really fun. Okay, a few more things. Oh yeah, see the Ecolina liquid watercolor in, I think this is a ultramarine blue, ultramarine light. And we have an acrylic ink in the Naphtha red light. Wow, this desk is a mess. Stone Ground Paint Company. Woo! Hudson Bay Blue. Oh, pretty. Yeah, that came in a subscription box. Understandable when it was such a huge, yeah, it was a huge task. And I just didn't finish it. I think I would have finished it if I hadn't rearranged my studio. But I needed to rearrange my studio, and then everything was in a different place somewhat, enough that it made the thought of finishing the inventory just a little overwhelming. So anyway, I still have these little palettes I showed on my community post, and we had that whole discussion and debate about, really, do we need to buy these and all that. It was so fun. So anyway, this is a little sewing kit right now, but I thought it would be fun to make a little palette. And actually, this is the same size palette that black, this one, wait, I lost it already. I think it's buried under here. The little plastic palette that I can put paints in came. But anyway, so there's that. I could use this one instead if I wanted to. And then these little pill boxes I could make into palettes. The only problem with these, I know they're adorable, aren't they? The only problem with these, so I would paint that white, but in order to use that as the mixing space, you would have to tilt your hand because this doesn't open any farther than this. So that's as far as it opens. So if you had an extra mixing space or something, then it would work. I still want to do that. I still want to set them up as palettes, though. I don't care. They're so cute. This little palette I bought empty from Kimberly Crick's website, and I put Mission Gold paint in here, which is super sticky, so my palette swatch sheet is stuck to it, but I did put Mission Gold paint in there. Used it a couple times, and it worked really good, actually, even though they're so small. And I don't know, it's fun. Just kind of cool. I just forgot it was in there. Put it in my travel kit. I have fluid graphite here. That would be fun. Big eraser. I have art graph, drawing graphite putty. Interesting. I have these half pans. I wonder what they are. I think these are my Daniel Smith ones I had from, yeah. So this is, I don't remember, but I have them on this palette here. Yeah. Rose of Ultramarine, Viridian, and Genuine Mayan Blue, Daniel Smith watercolors. So I had them in my student palette that I take to class, but then it was just kind of confusing my students why I had those in there. I just had them in there as a placeholder. Anyway, I just need to incorporate them into my other palette. Tiny, thin, laminated disc that could pop in the lid. Yeah, that's a good idea. 6 of those little things. How funny. Okay, we're down to like 3 more items, and then we can call it a day, I think. Whew. So, magic eraser, always handy. Stipple brush, love these. Need to use that more, actually. And looks like we have 2 more half pans of something. These look like ink tints. Uh-oh. They definitely look like ink tints. All right. You who sent them to me. What are these? Oh, they're not written on the pan. Maybe you didn't send them to me. I wonder if these came in a subscription box also. Dang, I may have to look through the subscription box cards and see if I can figure out what these are, but they definitely look like ink tints. How is Kimberly? You never see her. I emailed her to make sure she was okay, and she is. She's settling in her new state very well and just taking time to rest and, you know, relax, I guess. She did post on her Patreon, though, finally a month or 2 ago. May have been longer than that. But yeah, she's doing okay. Having fun with organizing. Thank you so much for sharing. I truly appreciate you. Oh, Ton, that's so sweet. Thank you. Okay, 2 more things, or 3 more. This cute little palette, this was a gift by one of my students. She saw this and thought of me and bought it, even though she knew that it would be kind of not awesome watercolors. She just thought it was cute. So I may paint the lid white and, I don't know, either use these watercolors or not, pop them out, create another little palette that I don't need, but I want. It's so cute. This collage cube I want to paint on and do puzzles. So a painting on each of the 6 sides. So 6 different paintings, and it'll be paintings I do, and create a puzzle cube. I think that would be really fun. Hi, Barbara. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad you're back. That was fast. Or we've just been here a really long time, which is also possible. Okay, artist watercolors. So looks like I made a note that I still need to do Light Fest tests on Arteza White Knights A Gallo. I think I did, though. I think I finally did that. But anyway, these are the white or art. Oh my goodness, speaking is hard. These are the Artwell watercolors. They came in tubes, and yeah, you know, I should try them out now that they've fully dried out in the pans here and see if they re-wet really easily or not. It seemed like they were fine, and if so, then there's a lot of really good colors in here that I could use in a mixed palette. It would be nice to know their light fastness, but I do a lot of stuff that gets scanned and in a sketchbook anyway, so it may not matter a whole lot. Okay, is that it? Look, it's empty. All this stuff in my to-do list is not going to fit back in that drawer, so I'm going to have to be strategic. Like some of this stuff, some of the paper and stuff can just be put away, but well, the lighting is horrible, sorry, on my face. So, oh, you didn't go yet. Oh, I see. Got it. Okay. My brain doesn't always process things properly. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I'll make a list of everything we need to get through and kind of just go through that list with video after video on the channel, because I want to play with all of this stuff, or I wouldn't have left it in that drawer. Like, I'm really excited to play with some of it. Charcoal sticks, not so much. But there was a class that I thought about signing up for. You're actually required to have charcoal sticks. So I may keep them around, even though they're horribly, dangerously miserable. So you're going through your stuff again later. Now you're not so sure. Yeah, you should see this mess. I don't know if I can zoom out, but it's like, it's everywhere. Everywhere. I have the phone plugged into power, so I can't zoom out more. But oh yeah, the ringing ears. What else was I going to say? So I already have pages of ideas for videos. Pages and pages. And I'll just add to it. So I want to actually get through this stuff. I've been telling you guys for years, like when I open the subscription boxes, I'm like, I'll get to it. And then like something more exciting comes up something more exciting comes up, well, I'm just going to make the list and go through it. However, if something new comes in, like if I get something really cool for Christmas, then I'll throw that in there because I wouldn't be able to wait. And so I'll make my list and then I'll kind of put it by like priority, like the meat and stuff really needs to come first. I should probably do this chocola. Hang on, let me remove this here. Anyway, yeah, I should probably do this chocola, although they've probably given up on me by now, so maybe that doesn't matter. But, you know, things that were sent to me, I'd really like to get to. So, yeah, she always shops at your desk. That's a really good idea. How funny. An art relative or friend I can share them with. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and my son's girlfriend, Tori, she comes over and we play with art supplies all the time. And then my oldest son's wife is very artistic. And then Riley's girlfriend's very artistic. So definitely have plenty of people to share it with. And as I use things and I don't like them, I'll probably let them go. But I want to try all this stuff first, or I wouldn't have kept it. Like you saw me put things immediately in the giveaway bin, a few things, only like 3 or 4 things. But I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play with that. But the rest I want to play with. So I'd love to see some of your mom's artwork, Barbara. That sounds, it's fun that she's talented. Yeah, I miss my grandma. We had fun doing art together. She'd get a kick out of all this stuff too. Some of this is from her house, obviously. All right, guys. Well, that was ridiculously long, and I have hours now to put all this away. And I don't have hours to spare, so I got to do it quickly. All right, so I will catch you in the next team. Next team. I don't know what that was supposed to be. And if you aren't subscribed and you like all these art supplies and you want to see them used, consider subscribing because it'll just notify you when I have a new video. It's free. That's all it does is send you a notification when a video is out. So maybe the art supply you're wanting to see will pop up and then I will see you in that video. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Really enjoyed hanging out with you all. It made it much more enjoyable doing this with you guys than doing it alone. So I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.